Warren Buffett said, you can have the greatest idea in the world, but if you cannot persuade another person to take action on those ideas, you won't be nearly as successful. There are very specific tactics that I'll teach you this morning, but there's one tactic I cannot teach you, and that's passion. I can show you tools and techniques. I cannot teach passion, which I think is the underpinning, really, for everything we're going to talk about today. I have found through my own experience and through my research, great communicators are audience-centric. They think about the audience first. It's not about their tools, their policies, their information. It's what their tools, their products can do for the audience. And no one was better at being an audience-first communicator than Steve Jobs. I wrote one of the first books on how Steve Jobs delivered his awe-inspiring presentations. And whether you're on a stage or you're just having a one-on-one conversation, you can learn a lot about how Steve Jobs framed the message and how he designed the words and the message that he would use to convince customers. In 1997, Steve Jobs returned to Apple after a 12-year absence. Some of you know the history. In that time, he gave an informal staff meeting. A video from that staff meeting emerged on YouTube not too long ago. Listen carefully to how a masterful communicator reframes the product. Not so much about the product, but what the product means for the lives of his customers.
To me, marketing's about values. This is a very complicated world. It's a very noisy world. And we're not going to get a chance to get people to remember much about us. No company is. And so we have to be really clear on what we want them to know about us. The way to do that is not to talk about speeds and feeds. It's not to talk about MIPS and megahertz. It's not to talk about why we're better than Windows. Our customers want to know who is Apple and what is it that we stand for. Where do we fit in this world? And what we're about isn't making boxes for people to get their jobs done, although we do that well. We do that better than almost anybody in some cases. But Apple's about something more than that. Apple, at the core, its core value is that we believe that people with passion can change the world for the better. That's what we believe.
I love that quote. One of my favorite quotes. People with passion can change the world for the better. But did you hear the questions he's asking? He's asking the questions and answering them for his team. What is it that we want people to believe about us? What are our core values? We need to ask the same things before your next meeting. What do I want my client to know about me? What are my values? The tactics we're going to learn is how to transfer those values to another person. We have proven rhetorical tools that we can use. But you got to start with the right questions. Who are we? What are we really selling? What do I want the clients to know about us and our values?